What's going on, everybody? It's Mr. Right Choice with Full-Time Agent.
All right, all right, all right.
Today, I want to talk about 2024 and how that looks for you in the real estate market. Now, I know you have not seen me in a while behind the lens, but I felt like there was a great need for me to get behind the lens right now to let you know about what we have assembled for you all for next year. We have a great realtors working with us that all have integrity that I believe that is a need for next year. There's 1,000 realtors out there, but there's not 1,000 of full-time agent. There's only a couple of us. And with only a couple of us, we look to make a huge impact next year to help out as many families as we can, doubling the numbers that we have been doing for over the years, and with the help of the team that we have assembled. So enough of that. Let's talk a little about some numbers of why I feel like it was a need for me to get behind this lens. So first off, let's talk about one of the news that we heard earlier this year. Now, loan limits have increased. What does that mean? FHA loan limits have increased to $498,000, and conventional loans have increased to $766,000. What does that mean for you? That allows you to borrow more money with you putting down the minimum down payment. Now, the down payment for FHA, which is more feasible for people that's looking to get in the market for first-time home buyers, you're looking at 3.5% down compared to conventional, which you have 5%, 10%, 0%, 3%. All them factors really determine your credit score. Now, since I just said credit score, we're not going to go back to the old days. Well, a couple years ago when I got in real estate, when you can get in the house with 580, 600, you're looking now to be around 640 that I recommend to be comfortable, to not have really no issues with underwriting. Go ahead and accept the loan as soon as you submit your docs. So look to get your credit score around 640. A lot of the builders want you at 640 anyway to get their incentives that they have going on. And I'm not going to go so much in detail in that. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is that we just heard last week. Now, last week, they just announced that rates have just dropped. Rates have dropped to 5.99 FHA loans and conventional loans. That is major because we've been looking at 7 to 8% all year, which has been very challenging for buyers and sellers. So that lets me know moving into next year that it's going to be more people getting off the fence to buy homes because the rates have decreased, and they're going to continue to decrease because the Fed's already announced that there's going to be between a 6 or 3 drops next year. So don't quote me on that. I'm not Fox News or CNN or anything like that, no lender. I'm just going off what I came across and read. Now, that's a huge increase. And also think about new construction. New construction has already been doing 5.996% because they was buying down what was at 7 to 8%. So if you're looking at how the rates are 5.99, what do you think the builder's going to do? Probably going to do like 4.99, 4.5, something like that, that it makes it more enticing for you to get in early and get that rate and lock that rate in. So them the two things I want to talk about: new rates, 5.99, and the loan limits have increased. Now, let's talk about Central Florida average price point. Now, the price point now, the average price point is around $460,000. Yes, $460,000 the average price point right now in Central Florida. That is a drastic difference than where we was pre-COVID. So that means if you're looking for a 4-bedroom or a 5-bedroom, you're looking at high fours or somewhere in the $500,000. Now, the flip side to that is get comfortable with paying $3,000 plus mortgage rates, because regardless of where the rates go, the interest rates drop down to, you're going to be in at $3,000 a month if you're putting down the bare minimum down payment and also not buying down your rate. So be cautious of that. I've been seeing now that we definitely need 2 people on mortgage loans now to qualify for a home. It's not so much of one income anymore. You're looking at 2 people qualifying for a home because the homes are much higher now. And I don't see them really decreasing. I see them staying stable and possibly increase as year over year. So like I mentioned, $400,000 to the mid $500,000 for a 4 or 5 bedroom. The 3 bedrooms, you're looking still in the 400s or high 300s. It's just dependent on the area you want to live in Central Florida. So mind you, Orlando's is the middle hub. Anything outside of that hub, you're looking at decrease in the home price and your monthly payments going outside of Orlando. This depends on how far you want to travel, even if you're working remote or you're driving to work. I know majority of people like to stay between 30 to 40 minutes commuting to work. So just be cautious of that and just make a radius around that. So next year, like I mentioned, it's going to be a great year. So all the buyers and the sellers that was on the fence, reach out to us so we can sit down with you and put a game plan together to get you in a home or to sell your home. Because I know a lot of sellers was on the fence because they either wanted to upgrade or downgrade. And they've been on the fence because home prices were so sky high and also rates were sky high. And you have both of them that making your mortgage rates impossible to even manage or even to pay. So reach out to Full-Time Agent today and allow us to assist you and sit down with you and have a one-on-one talk to see where you're at, and we can guide you to accomplish your goals of being a homeowner next year or also investing. So this is Tramayne Wright, Mr. Right Choice with Full-Time Agent, and I'll see you on the next video.